make sure to support our sponsor, bagofdicks.com. While there are a ton of imitators out there, bagofdicks.com is the original prank gift. They've teamed up with Gag on This podcast to do weekly giveaways. You could win an original bag of dicks, a singing bag of dicks, and one grand prize winner will receive the evil bag of dicks. Excellent. Just like the post on our Facebook and or Twitter and you'll automatically be entered. Also, you can use promo code GAGONPODCAST on their site and you'll receive 20% off.
Holy shit!
Make sure to use the link on our Facebook or Twitter so they know that we sent you. They come in multicolor, pink,
heavy on the Athador,
and black dicks.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Because let's face it, nothing sounds better than being able to tell someone, hey, gag on this bag of dicks. Bagofdicks.com.
Get over there!
Standing up and I want to knock you down. I'll put you into a base.
Should I even do the intro?
Yes.
Or should I just talk about... Fine, Gag on This podcast, recording live, Blacktop Comedy, blacktopcomedy.com for all your comedy needs.
Bam.
Episode description has all the shit. Like what you hear. I don't... Fuck it. No one's downloading us.
I am.
Find us bunch of places. Email gagonthispodcast@gmail.com. Intro Beneath the Surface and outro Beneath the Surface. Okay. So, did you listen to the last episode?
Yes.
All right. So the dude that came on the second half.
Right.
By the way, I'm Nick. Fucking A. Rob is not here.
What?
But we are joined by everyone's favorite luscious Danny D.
Hello.
Italian stallion.
We got...
He's fucking it all up today.
I am.
Where's your Portuguese lover, man?
He is celebrating birthday with his fuck trophy.
He's at Chuck E. Cheese.
Wow.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew this. Chuck E. Cheese has breakfast.
Yes.
Gross.
Yeah.
They had to.
Pizza breakfast?
No, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's a fucking pedophile's wet dream. And then that voice you hear is basically our honorary guest host, CharRon E. Smith.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right, so on the last episode, there was a guy just chilling out there, awkwardly. And he came in and he was, an invite. He just was like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, oh, cool. And then me, usually invite random people on because sometimes it's good.
Yeah.
This time it was not.
Oh.
I mean, look, the dude, I will give him this. The dude had an amazing story that we found out after the fact.
Okay.
He is a documentarian, lived in Austria, is friends with like the #1 Austrian comic, was in a movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, you didn't fucking lead with that? So we got all of this
If I was in a movie with Ryan Reynolds, I would lead with that.
Yeah. So, Artie. And our guest, Artie, who is late. Artie Valenzuela.
Unacceptable. There was traffic at 5 o'clock?
Yeah. Shocker.
On a Wednesday from Vacaville to here? No way.
You came from Vacaville?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
That's where he lives.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so...
Hey.
There's a release there for you to sign.
Oh, perfect. What the fuck does this give?
It gives us rights to your firstborn, if we want it.
Yeah. And when you die, we get your life insurance.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I read this shit, so this will be a minute.
All right.
All right. So on the last episode, I invited him on.
Okay.
And he was not Danielle's cup of tea. No joke. The very first... So before we start recording, he sits down and she just looks at me and she goes, really? No, that's not it. Like, really? Like, really? And I was like, yeah, why not? And she's like, okay. Yeah.
Did not feel that one, huh?
We're talking about a random stranger that Nick decided to allow on the podcast last week.
Episode.
Okay.
Who
Random.
he was
That's
just
always a good sign.
He was
by the way.
awkwardly hanging out in the other room, and no one was really talking to him.
Super invitable.
Yeah, and then I finally was like, "Hey, do you want to like come and sit in here?" And then he's like, "Oh, you want to sit on the podcast?" And I was like, "Nah, you already
Wait,
said
who
it."
was the guest for which episode was this?
Last week, Jessica Roberts.
Oh, I started. I didn't. Oh, now I got to finish it.
Yeah, it was awkward.
I don't think you need to finish it at all.
Oh, now I have to though.
The only good thing that came out of it is apparently I offended him with my "Who Wore It Better."
Wait, you offended him
Because
in the
he
podcast?
said, because he said something.
now I have to fucking hear it.
Because he said, I was, but what a distasteful Carpenters joke, and I'm like, who are the Carpenters?
So basically, it was.
Wait, like the
spoiler
band,
alert.
The Carpenters?
Yeah.
Yes. He was defending the band?
So
you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you have
spoiler alert. I was like, why don't we do a "Who Wore It Better" but of terminal illness?
Oh shit!
And
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
the Carpenters or Adele
Oh my god!
because both have anorexia.
Yeah.
And he, when I asked him, I was like, "So what do you
Wait,
think?"
hold on. Who has it? Adele?
Yeah, she's pretty bad now.
He
Oh,
says she's
shit.
anorexic.
I didn't know that.
I don't know if
I know.
that's true.
She's pretty bad. She's pretty bad.
Okay.
Wait, is this like a Facebook feed that we caught? And
I don't
now,
know.
Now she has anorexia. Wait, is
Yeah.
it real though? Is it real?
I haven't.
Yeah, I like Adele.
I've
dude.
always wanted a shirt that said "I beat bulimia," but
You have I run on racism.
I know.
Oh,
I just
God.
found that shirt. I was so excited.
guys,
I found it.
I have
you
to
have it?
leave. I'll go back in traffic. Okay, damn, that sucks. So what? He got hella offended.
Yeah, because I asked him because he said he'd heard the podcast before. Obviously not.
Obviously.
I don't even know how he got here. Like, I don't know what enticed him to come into
I don't either.
our
Well,
facility.
one, it's like he's here and you don't know him, and we
Yeah.
basically know everyone that comes around here.
Right. So then when this guy's like, oh, do you want to sit in? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to do that.
But
Aw,
we
man,
we
you're
had
trying to
him
be nice.
we had him sit on randomly
Nick's
and he's
too
good.
nice. Nick's too nice.
Well, I
does
was
comedy.
random, but I was here for the mic.
But we know him.
I
He
knew
could have
Danny
been
at
here for
least.
the. He, could
He
have been here
looks
for the mic.
normal.
Yeah.
You know, he's
I
a
am
normal
pretty
looking
fucking
guy.
normal.
No, there was one. She has like no makeup, but her collarbone is popping out,
Oh my gosh. Oh.
and she was so cute, thick.
She could be on Weight Watchers.
I mean, it's horrible that it's anorexia, but like it's like I don't know to say like, oh man, she was so pretty when she dude, because what is that? I mean, anorexia, is that like self-induced? I'm
I
so
think that's
ignorant
where
to
you,
it.
like-
Is that chemical imbalance?
no,
Like, what is that?
you throw up. You eat a lot and then you throw
I
up.
thought that was bulimia.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
bulimia.
that's bulimia.
Anorexia is where you starve yourself.
starve
I couldn't
yeah.
do that. I could
So
do the eat
that's
and
like
throw up.
self-induced. That's like a psychological.
You pretty much
issue?
have body dysmorphia, which means
Yeah, you don't think you're ever good enough, and like you have to be skinnier, and you can't eat.
man.
But I would rather be bulimic. I'd rather get the purge on and eat, and then throw up.
I love
Yeah.
how you're like, I'd rather be bulimic.
I don't mind throwing up.
I mean, it fucks with your teeth, but I mean, you,
I don't mind throwing up at
yeah,
all.
That would be gross as fuck.
I know.
Throwing up is like the worst thing.
I throw up all the time because I'm a horrible drinker.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
I can get that now.
so I
Right?
don't even have the cool excuse of that because I actually throw up a lot too.
Yeah.
But it's because I have like this weird like gag reflex
I do too.
where it's like if I get like that salivating feeling, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go throw up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And like it's to the point where I'm now accepting it because before I'd be so like I used to like cry.
Oh.
Because I'd be, I was like, why the fuck do I throw up so much? And I used to like cry about it, but now it's like, well, I mean, I gotta go throw up.
Mine is trauma induced. Mine was face raped too much, I think.
Well,
And now I
shit.
just have a gag
Jesus.
reflex.
How do you say something after that?
Right? I don't know.
Face rape.
How about them Niners, guys? Face
Well,
rape.
okay. Hey, you know what? It's
Yeah,
I fucking
Artie.
love the Niners. Are you guys sports fans?
Sure.
Yeah, not Niners.
Not the Niners? Okay. Who's your team?
The Browns.
Is it really?
Cleveland, huh?
You're a Cleveland fan.
Super Bowl bound Browns, baby.
Oh yeah.
Browns.
He knows
Family's from
what's up.
Cleveland.
Why
How are
why
they
the
doing
Browns?
now?
Oh, they're doing horrible. I could tell you that.
Yeah.
No, we're not losing.
Well, no, because the season's over.
Yeah, are you even in the
It's
fucking
impossible
playoffs?
to lose next
No.
week. That's for sure. No, okay. So why the Browns? Though?
I just started rooting for him when they first came back, when Drew Carey introduced them on Monday Night Football.
Oh my god.
And I was like, all right, this seems like a cool team. And then I've just followed them so much that it would be my luck the year I'm just like, fuck the Browns that they go to the Super Bowl.
You literally chose them and stuck with them.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, it's gonna suck for a while, but respect. Yeah, that's great. I really respect that.
Really? A while?
That's,
Since we came back?
Yeah.
that's almost like people who respect the Raiders. They love the Raiders for so long, and they keep on seeing them lose, but yet they're going to still hold on. The team, the Raiders, it's
Yeah.
the team. Even though they're like looking at them every time, it's like, they ain't winning.
Now you
When
got
did you-
now you got Raider fans who are like, I don't even like football anymore. Fuck those guys.
Fucking Las Vegas Raiders. Come
Oh
on now.
my gosh.
I will say this though: Raider fans so much better than Niner fans.
Oh, well, now I'm
Yeah.
fucking interested in
Because-
this conversation.
Why? What do you say that?
What do you got,
Okay.
Sharon?
Remember they who stabbed who?
What are we talking
What are
about?
we talking about?
I was going to say you're going to have to be more
I
specific
just
at a
watched
Raider
the Aaron
game.
Hernandez special. Who stabbed who? What?
No.
Aaron Hernandez shot.
Mind you, I'll say it right up top. I'm a Niner fan, and I'm fucking ready for this conversation.
All right, let's bring it, Sharon. Let's go.
Okay, go ahead.
So one thing is right now I'm concerned is with the Niners is the fact of the quarterbacking.
Who's your team?
My team?
Yeah.
My team. Well, I have no team anymore. I lost the
you-
Niners a long time ago. So
You were a Niner fan.
I was a Niner fan back when Montana was doing it.
Okay.
Jesus,
After he
that was
left,
a
I was
long
like,
time ago.
yes, it was a long time ago. That's why I
So
stopped.
what?
watching.
After Joe left, you left?
Technically, yeah.
You didn't even stay on for Steve Young.
I saw Young.
Look at
I didn't
Artie's
stay on
face.
him. I didn't stay on for him. I
He's
didn't
so
stay for him.
offended.
So what made you leave?
What?
The drama? What?
Well, the drama itself with the Niners itself, inside and also on the outskirts of it,
Okay.
and how they've excelled it to the point where they actually have divided a lot of other people on the other teams and stuff.
Okay.
How they're supposed to look at violence, how they're supposed to look at patriotism, how they're supposed to look at
Oh, so,
Oh, so
you're-
you don't like
so
the
you're mad-
Kaepernick thing.
You're
No,
mad.
not-
No. You're mad because they let go of fucking Chuck Haley.
well, that too. But no, I'm more
Who
mad.
the fuck is Chuck Haley?
Oh,
The coach?
no, he's the defensive end
Yeah.
who
Oh.
was very violent. And yeah, I was ready for this fucking conversation. Okay, Charles Haley, he was a defensive end for the Niners.
Yes.
He was really violent, and it got to the point, I mean, he's like Hall of Fame defensive end at the top of his game. It got to the point where the Niners were like, dude, we can't have this guy around anymore. And they let him go, and the fucking bitch-ass Cowboys went out and got him,
yep.
and won the rest of the 90s with him.
Wow.
And okay, so is that
No, but I'm also saying about all the political stuff that went along with
you
that
didn't
too.
know what was coming into the door when they were like,
I
Artie's
actually
coming.
know. I know Artie. I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know you were a big football fan.
Oh, dude, I fucking before I did stand up, I had a pretty decent following, pretty decent thing I had with a sports blog. So I
okay.
graduated with a journalism degree, with a focus to try to do sports journalism.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. So I had a sports blog. I went by Artie McFly.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a blog, I had videos, I had a podcast, and the podcast really had a decent following for a while. And then I got kind of I was forcing the issue with the Bay Area sports because I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a homer if I'm gonna cover sports.
Okay.
So it's gonna come from the perspective of a homer, and you're gonna get the sports news that way. And I got kind of bored
Okay.
because it was not football season.
Yeah.
And so I did these one-off episodes. I was already doing an hour a week with the sports stuff, and I did a one-off hour of just ranting and just fucking writing comedy, right?
Oh.
And from there, people were coming to me like, dude, why don't you do stand-up? And I was like, I've always wanted to,
Yeah.
but I never thought of actually doing it. And I was like, dude, I'm fucking doing an hour a week right now of shit.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go do it. So I went out and did a mic, and that's
You should really start a
origin.
mic in Vacaville.
Oh, why?
I don't know. It would just be fun to.
Somewhere she can go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to go anywhere. I don't want to fucking start one near home.
Jacoby
No.
could show up.
The drive is fucking part of the process for me. I love the
yes.
drive.
Yeah.
The drive is where I write.
Start one
where
in
I-
Dixon.
No, that's so. Who's gonna come in Dixon?
I'm telling you, Jacoby Shattuck still lives out there in Dixon.
I don't know who
Jacoby,
that is.
I don't know who that is.
Lead singer of Papa
Yeah.
Roach.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's why I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Why would anyone know that?
I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm
Papa's
gonna
a
start
nice
this
baby.
I was about
mic
to
for
say, it's
the
fucking-
lead
He's
singer.
not going to
of
come to an
Roach.
open mic comedy night.
You never know.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
well,
he's
if he
probably a
comes in, I'll
douche.
make it, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
If
no,
you make
I
it, he
love
will
the fucking
come.
drive. That's why I fucking go to the Bay Area. I go out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck you guys. That's the last time I make a suggestion on
But
this
even the
podcast.
Well, I mean, it was Papa Roach, but it's fine.
Even the Causeway. I mean, the Causeway is a pain in the butt sometimes.
It is. Yeah. No, that's the asshole part of the road. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, so you didn't like the Niners because of that?
No, I didn't like. After a while, the Niners just became one of those teams. It's almost like the Niners became what the Chicago Bulls built themselves up to be. Like they were basically being unbeatable.
Well, the Chicago Bulls for a time were fucking unbeatable.
That's what I'm saying. It came a point where if you you had to say the name, it was gonna happen. It's like Niners, they're unbeatable. It's like, oh, okay. And then even with the Montana change and then Steve Young changing, just the way Steve Young played it, I didn't really get it. It's like, all right, cool.
So since then, you've never affiliated with another team?
Since now, even with Kaepernick, when Kaepernick played, that was funny because he was such a runner more often than he was an actual passer.
Yeah.
He was cute.
That's debatable, but yeah.
He's dating a fucking fine-ass chick, dude.
Is he?
Fuck.
He's got lots of money.
It's
he's got that Nike money.
Yeah, you guys ever watch Girl Code?
No.
I'm not.
What the fuck is Girl Code?
That sounds like it's on
I know.
ABC
That sounds like
I know Girl Code because
Beyonce show.
that's on Freeform, huh?
No, it's
Girl Code. They basically have women talking about certain topics and stuff and all that. Like,
but they're all comedians. It's like Guy Code.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Oh.
I know that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
I
I'm gonna
still
take
have
back
never
what I
heard
said
of that.
earlier.
What about Teen Mom? Teen
I know
Mom
Teen
Reunion?
I don't
watch
keep up with
that.
Oh,
I know
okay.
the show.
Well, if you watch Teen Mom Reunion,
He's dating someone from there?
he's dating the host. Let me pull her up.
Oh,
she
is
is
she a teen
fucking
mom?
fine. No,
They can't have a host that's not a teen mom.
Oh, she's like a moderator.
Yeah, they can.
She's like she's telling him, hey, if you kept it in line, you'd be on this side of the table.
If you swallowed, you wouldn't
Oh my
be a teen
God.
mom,
yeah.
Well, that's the solution, right?
right?
Complete.
I just found out an interesting fact.
What's
Did you
that?
know that the morning after pills only works for women that are under 175 pounds?
So does that mean
There's a weight limit.
There's a weight
does that
limit
mean you
on the
got to
pill.
take 2?
That's what I asked.
So that's why people are shallow.
Oh, she's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
fucking the comedian Nessa.
Oh,
She
She
goddamn
got
hot.
the hair thing going on too.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you like women with different hair?
No, because that sounded like I was supposed to say yes, and then you'd be like, "I got different hair."
I wasn't even going to say any of that.
But no, I mean, no, I like. I mean, it's
Because you're like,
interesting.
she's got the hair.
Well, because I mean, shit,
like that.
Danny, she has half her head's a different color.
Yeah.
It's the first thing that came. Okay, well, she's pretty though.
Yeah, she's
but
doable.
like I said, Kaepernick was basically being the runner, not
Yeah.
a passer. So kind of
Yeah.
the way the team got all with the political stuff, I was like,
I didn't like how it got political, and
Yeah.
I blamed Kaepernick. And I'm a Niner fan, and Kaepernick was great and all, but I was actually an Alex Smith fan
most
over
people-
him.
yeah, that's what
I
some
wanted
people
Alex
do.
Smith to stay because of the investment that we had
Yes.
on him, and because like I don't know, I didn't like the Cap thing was cool. It was great for the big plays, but I think I know football, and I was like, no, Alex Smith,
Yes.
and that's completely boring. But like 30 years you never came back,
Nope.
it was hard.
but you watch him
When
though,
you
huh?
lose CharRon, you lose him for good.
You know,
God damn
Watch
it.
him though, huh? Maybe you're
And
not
then-
a fan, but you're a
then-
spectator.
But even them moving over to Santa Clara pissed me the hell off.
Yeah, that's a horrible stadium. But yeah, I agree with you.
I
there.
mean, just them moving and them still saying, "Well, we're still in San Francisco." Like,
Hi,
no, you're
Danny.
not.
How you doing?
No, you're not.
I'm good. How are you?
Be Santa Clara.
whoa,
Stop
whoa,
bullcrap
whoa!
people.
We should
Hold
just have a
on
conversation.
over there. Hold on
Right?
over there, Cleveland Brown dude.
Hey, never up to Cleveland Browns. That's my dad's team. I was born.
That's everyone's dad's team.
I was born when they won.
Nick's just preparing.
I'm the two best gifts my dad had. He won, his team won, and I was born.
Plus,
That's a
What year was
long
that?
time ago. That was
Hey,
not the
that
last
was
time they
70s.
won.
It was the 76.
In the
Yeah.
70s, long time ago.
surprisingly, the story of how the Browns have technically won a Super Bowl actually got me a clap here from the audience, like a big clap, because I
The
had
one time you did stand up.
I did it at least 7.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's a lot.
I
more
did
than
I
some
did it
people,
I
huh?
did it a double digit, but no, because all right.
I double digited it.
So the Cleveland Browns moved to Baltimore. They
Right.
became the Baltimore
Yeah,
Colts.
yeah.
Okay. Baltimore Colts then became the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens,
Baltimore Ravens have Super Bowls. Ergo, Cleveland Browns have won the Super Bowl.
No.
That's a good way of looking at it. That's a good way of looking at it.
Because
That's a
technically
horrible
it's,
way of looking at
it's
it.
whatever.
That's a good way of looking at
Anyways, we should probably get to this, but before we do, the reason Niner fans suck is because they're cocky as fuck, Raider fans are just like, hey, we both suck. Let's get drunk.
But Raider fans always look the same.
I got shit. I remember I got shit-faced drunk on the BART ride there because I was sitting there in my Browns gear, and there was a Raider fan. He's just like, mistake by the lake the whole fucking time.
Really?
And then I was...
Oh, we don't claim him.
But then, no, this was the Raider fan.
Oh, well,
when I was on the Raider, yeah. Well, no, he was like, mistake by the lake.
Wait, you wore your Browns gear to an Oakland Raiders game?
Yep, and everybody told me I'm going to get beat up. Everybody, right?
Yeah, that's what they tell you for sure.
So, but you won't. It's pretty chill in Oakland.
Well, yeah, so...
Yeah, but the constant fear of death is always not nice.
It depends on your attitude.
It was fine, because we went there, he said mistake by the lake, and I was just like, whatever.
Were they even
Raiders
playing
suck.
the Browns?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he went there.
Right. Good.
And then he was just like, we both suck. And then we were just drinking Jack the whole fucking way down.
On BART?
Yeah, on BART.
Like out of a flask?
No, like out of a brown paper bag.
Next to the homeless guy, yes.
Nice.
All right.
So then we were hanging out. We were watching the game. They ended up winning. On the way home, one guy was just like, kept saying mistake by the lake. And I was just like, whatever. It fucking sucks. He's like, yeah, we barely squeaked it out. Hit this blunt. I was like, shit.
On BART. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was like, all right. So I go to a Niner game. Everyone's like, Niner fans are going to be great. Niner fans are going to be awesome. First thing I do when I walk into the fucking Candlestick,
we harassed your ass. Yeah.
15-year-old goes, fucking Browns, fag.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, what
fag.
the? Yeah. And I was like, what the? And I was about to say shit, and then I was like, all right, who's really going to be the bad person if this gets recorded?
Yeah, you can't go yelling at kids.
An adult yelling. So then,
fuck that. 15?
So then.
He was about your size then, huh? dude, you know what? I'm fucking the age needs to change. It needs to be by size now. Because I'm sorry to cut off your Brown story, but this hits home.
It's all right. Okay? It's just my podcast.
This hits home because
So what? You're 12?
No. So hypothetically, okay, there's a real story, but hypothetically, right? Say there's a 15-year-old and you're 5'3", okay, and he's 6'1".
Yeah.
Right?
Really? This is hypothetical?
I can't fuck him up.
My 14-year-old is 5'8".
It's against the law for me to teach him a lesson? Not fair, dude. At that point, I'm the underdog.
No,
right?
you're not.
What, I got more fighting experience?
You have more brain power. You're
more
smarter.
Brain power?
You're
He's
smarter.
6'1", and they look like Nick. For sure.
They do.
100% of the time.
Except they have way more facial hair.
And then they're annoying. They're more annoying.
Yeah.
And I can't fuck them up. That's not fair.
I agree with you.
That's
I
not
have
fair
two of them.
Because I'm 5'3", and I got to fucking, I got to think about my tactics of how I'm going to fuck up the 6'1" guy. I got to think about, distance. I got to stay in tight.
Have you ever been in a fight, Artie?
I got to stay in tight and compact. People don't think about that.
Oh my God!
In a street fight,
I wish this was a visual just to see you fucking compact.
In a street fight, people don't think. They're thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna throw the guy. I'm gonna stay in tight, take the fucking hits, dude. It's fine. Parry, and I'm gonna blow body. Nobody ever expects that.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Oh, I've been in like 3. I've been in like 4.
You've been in as many fights as I've done stand-up comedy. Is that what I'm hearing?
Double digits, dude. Double digits for sure.
All right. Well, your
but
motions.
You stay tight, and I feel like, and it's always a fucking 12 or fucking 13-year-old. They're bigger than me.
Yeah.
I should be able to assault them.
Have you ever played football?
Yeah.
So you do realize you have the lower center of gravity, so you can.
Oh, but not a lot of people think like that, Nick, and that's why I stay tight and in the pocket.
For the 3 fights he's been in with 12-year-olds.
I used to play baseball, and my coach would always be like, "When you swing, you got to swing like a right hook," and that's where I learned to fight playing baseball. Nobody ever thinks of that. I'm like a origin story for like the greatest fighter in the world, and I'm just untapped.
You're fucking Rocky?
I'm just untapped right now, dude. And then right now in my movie, it's like you're looking at current time, right? But throughout the movie, you flash back to my childhood where I learned this like little minute thing, just like my baseball thing, right? My coach said it's like a right hook. And then all of a sudden you flash back to the present time, and I'm fucking laying right hooks.
You're just swinging
for
hooks.
some reason.
Boom.
And then you realize it's because of my coach when I was 12.
Oh my God!
That came together. It circled around
to the greatest fighter in the world, dude. And I stay in tight, and I'm fucking up this 15-year-old, right? And I'm just giving body shots, and I should be the underdog because he has the weight, the reach. You know?
Yeah, but they could still arrest you.
That's why I said it's not fair, dude. I'm just about equality.
I don't agree with that. It's like if a woman hits me, I'm gonna fucking hit a woman back.
You're not.
If she punches me,
you're a puss. You're not gonna.
After I wobble a little bit from her punch, okay, I will come back, and you know what? I'm gonna use what he did. I'm gonna stay tight, and I'm gonna do body shots.
Nobody ever expects the body shots.
Too big to stay. You know.
Yeah. Tit, baby maker.
That is the worst place to punch a woman because it just like absorbs it. Like I could absorb your punch. It's not going to affect me.
It hurts.
No, it doesn't.
I think
you want me to punch?
You're a select few that can absorb the punch.
Like,
can I punch your tit?
Sure.
Like hard.
No.
Well then, all right.
No.
I'm surprised he said like hard.
I'm not gonna like.
Well, I wasn't gonna be like. Boop.
It wasn't gonna be.
I didn't feel that.
It was gonna be
I
like
get to punch you.
In my tit?
No, your tits are big, but they're not that big.
Yeah. How big are your tits?
This is. Oh, what, dude? Hold on. I put this hoodie on. You can't even see them right now. You can't even see them.
We measured Nick and Rob, and I believe someone else one day to find out what size bra they would wear.
David Thorne.
What size do you think he is?
Oh God, this is such
a lot
weird
about tits?
question, but I want to answer it right.
Yeah.
I'm very competitive.
Now hold on. Do the outline of your tits. All right, there we go. So look, there's a lot to grab.
Well, here, hold on. Let me.
He can make cleavage.
Because you got to think of bust too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, why? How did I end up here?
Wow. You want to put your hand underneath and feel the weight?
No, I'm perfectly uncomfortable over here.
Weighty?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm gonna go B.
Don't go
I mean, you can't. I don't know the bust because it would be bigger, right?
Yeah.
B.
Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. Very fucking vividly.
Am I close though?
We traumatized him.
Am I close?
Tell him your size.
Technically, you're not close if you talk to Danielle over here.
Okay.
Yes, I am a B.
Okay.
But according to her, I'm like a B- because I'm so close to a C cup.
He's pretty close. Like one Diet Pepsi away.
Whoa, shit.
Fuck. That was harsh.
Yeah.
So what's up, man? You want to go work out tomorrow? What's up? We working out tonight?
I already got the tit sweat going.
He was like a 42 or 44.
I was thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he has bigger tits than David Thorne, and I thought David Thorne would have.
And you've met Rob, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Bigger than Rob.
I have bigger tits than Rob.
Yeah, man. You got to hit, that's a bench press I think you got to start doing. Yeah? Bench press. You want to do the
I actually got to do flies.
The flies, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The flies, dude.
Yeah, that's what somebody at work told me. They were like, you got to do these things to get your pecs. And I was like...
And that guy's so unhealthy. The guy who just told you to do that.
It was a girl.
Oh, even worse.
It was a girl that I mistakenly told I had a podcast, and the one she listened to was the one where you were on an Anti-Vice. And she's like, so you measured your tits? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, you can get rid of that. You can like do these.
Oh.
And I was like, no.
She took it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
She's like,
a growing opportunity.
Yeah.
Wow.
So unhealthy she is, by the way.
Yeah.
So unhealthy.
Yeah, fuck her.
Yeah.
They're always
my tits get in the way.
The people who do that, the people who like are like trying to get your life on track, they're so why?
Yeah.
I like the people that tell me to quit smoking when they're smoking right there with me.
Oh,
the best is when they're fucking smoking hella weed. And they're like, cigarettes cause cancer. It's like, oh my god.
Or their vapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those vape clouds are gross.
The ones that kill me are the doctors and the nurses and stuff. When they're all, they're telling you like, yeah, this guy has cancer and stuff, and then they go outside smoking their stuff. You're like,
I never see that anymore.
I've seen it.
I never see that anymore.
Like,
it's rare.
Yeah.
You don't find doctors that smoke.
Not doctors as much, but fucking nurses for sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like,
yeah.
If you know this thing is bad, why are you gonna keep us like it ain't gonna be me?
Yeah. I ain't in here. I'm not in here. I'm working.
So let's talk about your podcast that you've never invited us on.
Oh, because it's full. It's already full. Oh, it's full.
Oh,
Got a
is it?
podcast?
I know. It's full because it's me. It's just me.
I saw a pic where you had a guest. It was like in your living room. It was a white
that's
guy.
That's not me. That's not mine.
That was yours.
That's not my podcast.
Oh.
That's Luke Soins. I was on Epic Tiki.
Epic Tiki.
Yeah, Epic Tiki show.
Oh.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I tried getting him on too. No.
Oh, so that was your whole gripe? That one video?
Yeah, because I was like, what the
Do
fuck
your
is
research,
this?
dude. Nah, man. My podcast, I have one guest, and it's like my best friend. of 20 plus years. And
you're not going to drive to Vacaville anyways, Nick.
Well, I mean, there's other ways. That wouldn't be the excuse.
Skype.
Right? I just don't do guests. I don't know. I when I did the podcast before with the sports stuff, I tried to do guests, and it was always, I didn't know how to maintain the flow.
Yeah, so welcome to my world.
Yeah, if I couldn't control the flow, it would be like, am I cutting you off? And then I would have I would have friends and my fiance, they'd be like, you talk too much. It's like, well, because I had to, you know? So right. it was hard to manage people, and then to have a flowing one, like to always have a guest. You always like are subject to.
Are they going to be here on time or
that? And like,
do they have anything to say?
Mostly if they suck, you know. Time is relative, but like if they suck,
well, they can't all be gold. I mean,
well, they can't.
But
if you're going to be on a podcast, you should be able to.
You know,
yeah,
it shouldn't be shitty. And it was hard to tell people that wanted to come on my podcast, like, dude, hey, that wasn't good. You know,
wow.
So I
wish
it wasn't all their fault. It was me too. Like I couldn't.
Yeah.
There's a dynamic you have to have.
That is true.
You know, and
you don't have that with everyone.
And now I don't have to even think about that anymore because it's just me.
What's your podcast called? Laugh
at Yourself.
So what exactly is it? Just a stream of consciousness?
Yeah, man. I just every now and then I need to like let shit out, and it's a great way for me to like work shit too. Now that it kind of has a purpose now.
Yeah.
So I get inspirations. I don't try to take podcast bits on stage. I feel like it's a different kind of listen, but like ideas will pop in during that 30 minutes. I only do 30 minutes. That's another thing. I don't want to do an hour anymore. Like,
no one wants to listen to you for an hour just
not by myself. Exactly. Yeah. So it's a lot different. And like,
yeah.
And for me, I was like, I didn't want to string out an hour. I wanted to keep a tight 30, you know? So I felt like it was more of a challenge. And then it helps me to like keep ideas baked too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, 30 is that's what most people do for episodes, I'm finding.
That's what I told you a long time ago.
Yes, it was. But if we invite a guest for 30 minutes who comes from Vacaville, they're probably going to be a little pissed off.
Oh, just a tad bit. Yeah.
Although I will say, Rob does another podcast, Stand Up Dad.
Yeah.
And he did one with Damien Harmony, who will be on next week.
Yes.
Nice.
Usually his are about 45 minutes to half an hour. Damien Harmony's was close to 2 hours. And I felt
you went straight Rogan, huh?
Well, I felt so bad because I'm always like, who doesn't have an hour and a half to listen to our fucking podcast?
Yeah.
I saw there was 2 hours. I was like, I am not listening to this.
I'm busy.
Wow.
Aww. I'm sure.
I mean, I listened to a little bit of it, and I was like, Joe Rogan interviewed Bill Maher. Let's go to that one.
Man, what's tough?
Sorry, Rob.
But it's a thought, and I don't want to have that thought. I try to like eliminate excuses. So I try to, when I had the podcast, my first thought was like, I need to put it on all platforms. So I need to make it, because I would have it on like, I think I started on SoundCloud.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, I don't have that app. And I was like, fuck that excuse, dude. So I figured out a way to put it on all platforms,
right.
Google Play and all that bullshit. So eliminated that. And then with the length, people were like, oh, I didn't finish it. I used to hear that. I was like, okay, so I'm going to tighten it up, try to shorten it. And then 30 minutes has been cool. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you just put it on Apple, that pretty much puts it on all platforms.
It puts it on most, but there's still other like mediums that don't reach. So I found another one that puts it on like all of them. Yeah. Yeah, man.
I don't know why I just did that.
I know. Talking shop, baby.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oh, podcast. Oh, RSS feed. Oh,
show me your feed.
It's funny because I just started a podcast, so I know the.
Nice.
How the
we all did, yeah, but yeah.
Just a nice way of putting
just to
that
clarify, I didn't start one. I'm just on one.
Yeah. So we all start one. I mean, naturally, you got to get your own too.
Nah, we tried that.
She has fucking comedy, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did try it.
That's my husband.
Yeah, we did try it.
Yeah.
We did. By the way, I found the old episodes.
Oh, yeah?
I think I even followed that one.
Yeah, probably. It was a 2-episode and done.
Was it you
two?
It was us two.
Yeah, it was 2 and
talking
done.
about tits.
Oh, well, how much could you do?
We had a lot of subjects to talk about, but
yeah, and we had like a fetish of the week.
Yeah,
like I created a whole format.
Yeah,
I know. I heard one of your episodes, and you're like, "We got a dick pic, got one," and I was like, "Ooh."
I said that.
Yeah. And that wasn't a dick pic. That was a fucking wank video.
So this guy on Tinder. without restating everything. This kid, this 25-year-old was like, oh, most chicks can't handle my dick. And I'm like, I've never come across a cock I can't handle, like, send me a video or send me a picture. And he sent me this fucking video, and I was like, don't text me anymore. It was huge.
It was gargantuan, dude.
It was huge. It was like the size of you. It was so big. It was so fucking big. And I was like, don't text me.
So these transactions
like the size
just
of
happen.
you.
I'm still dumbfounded by that.
Yeah.
That might be such a like man ignorant thing, but I'm so dumbfounded when I hear stories like that. Like, oh
but
yeah,
you're
I get
super
dick pics
engaged.
Yeah, but like,
Oh, are you? How long?
I've been with my fiance 13 years. We got engaged last year.
Fuck.
Yeah, see?
I was about to fucking be like, yes.
See, motherfucker?
No,
See?
the engagement can't be too long, right? Because then
Yes, right? Because both of your feet aren't in it if it's...
this might be a hot topic.
Yeah.
Hot topic.
But I did make her wait 13 years for me to pop the question.
Oh, you're lucky she
When are you
waited.
going to get married?
October of this year.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
You could just wait another like 8 years or so, right?
Oh, what's your number?
10 years
10
engaged.
years. 10 years engaged?
No. 10 years together, 8 engaged.
Okay. So
Okay. Well, you got engaged 2 years into your relationship.
Yeah.
and then you never
and then
changed
it sounds
the
like you
status.
obviously weren't ready to be engaged yet.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So at what
fucking
point?
again. Okay.
And now you have to. I think legally you have to propose again.
Yeah.
I
You
think
got to
that's
buy your
how
new
it
ring.
goes. Yeah.
So I guess
I'll fucking check the
So basically, you have to
No.
recycle.
You don't buy a new ring.
Yeah,
Fuck
you got to
all
buy a new
that
ring.
noise,
You can't
dude.
ask her.
No.
what the-
You say, hey, can I borrow it for?
No. What the fuck? No.
I'm gonna get it polished up.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
No.
I'm gonna go clean it. You're not.
No.
But like I'm gonna go clean it, and then you do it again
With the
and then
same
it
ring?
Starts the clock again, dude.
No.
It starts the clock
No.
again.
No.
How bad is this though? She was previously engaged.
For what? Less time?
Oh yeah, significantly less. And she still has the ring.
Good.
And I was
She
like,
got double rings.
well, and I was like, so are we gonna use that diamond? Like, can I
good point.
can I have that diamond and put it in a fucking ring?
You fucking cheap ass? No.
She was like, no. And then she bought a dress for the previous engagement, and I was like, so you're just going to use that dress, right? Like,
Oh man.
Well, and
Those
she's
are
like-
two of the ones you probably shouldn't have done
No,
at all.
she was super engaged. She bought a dress.
No, I get the train of thought, but those were bad moves.
Yeah.
Why?
What the fuck are
Yeah,
you thinking,
yeah.
you cheap ass?
why is that a bad? She's got the dress.
You do
fucking
it,
use
you do it when
guy.
you're talking with me and Sharon. Hey, you're talking with me and Sharon, and you're like, dude, she got this diamond, and we'll be like, oh, bro, you should probably use the same diamond. And then at the end of the night, we'll be like, dude, you can't do that.
That's
though,
so
right?
that's so offensive.
Why?
Number
don't-
one,
I mean,
another
it
guy
makes-
bought her that diamond.
Yeah.
That is not your diamond to re-gift to her.
Yeah.
No.
I get where he's going.
Yeah, he's cheap
No,
as
I
fuck.
get. No.
really cheap.
It makes logistics sense.
I mean, why
Hold
she
on.
still has the dress? Get rid of the fucking dress if you don't want to rewear it.
She
I
wasn't.
mean, let's not start problems.
well, she wasn't planning on buying a dress. She went with one of her friends to some fucking bridal show shower doohickey thing.
Oh, because she loves romance, Nick. Why don't you just marry her yet? What's going on?
Yeah.
She went and bought a dress on a whim. That's only.
Well,
in the
now that I got a
movies,
new
Nick.
job and they have overtime, I'll save up for a fucking wedding.
There you go.
In 5 years
Yeah, no,
from now.
weddings are fucking expensive. That's
Well,
for
we're
sure.
going to Peppermill. I
not.
wore her the fuck down to Peppermill.
Peppermill, like Vegas,
No, like Reno.
Reno. Oh,
That's
that's
even
Reno.
sleazier.
Oh man, you
What?
couldn't even drive a couple more hours then, huh?
It's fucking Peppermill. It's nice. They just redid it.
Okay.
Hey,
The buffet is $14, so we can just pay for everyone $14 a plate. Go to the buffet
ever
afterwards.
have to talk about a venue, and they go and you say, hey, they just redid it. It's horrible.
Go fuck yourself on that.
Horrible.
Why do you get married in the Rose Garden down at the Capitol? It's like $1,000 to rent it. You can get married. They have marriages down there all the time.
Oh, really?
It's beautiful in the spring. Didn't you guys look into any of this fucking shit?
No, she
I
did.
mean, it would have been like a Google search. You know what I mean? Like you could
Yeah,
have
instead
sat
of
down.
Googling all that porn,
Yeah.
like ugly chicks, and all
I did
that
a lot of
other
it on my
shit.
phone, dude. I did a lot of it on my
Yeah,
phone.
I'll send you some links. You fucking
No, honestly,
Dirty whore.
because my fiance might listen to it. She's done all the work.
yeah.
Like for sure, she has.
well, if she wants it to turn out the way she
dude,
wants it to, she
Pinterest,
will.
She categorized it on Pinterest, and like once I proposed, dude, that night we had appointments for the next week to check
That's
out.
how women
She
roll,
already
man.
had you all set up, huh?
Yep.
Dude, I made her wait like 13 years.
Well, I'm just saying she had the button on the go.
12
She was
years,
like, raised
actually.
like, boop.
Yeah. And I mean,
Initiated.
for a good like 6 years, that's what I've heard. Like, all he has to do is ask me, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And I sat on that for 6 years.
Yeah.
And then finally, when
Well,
it
you guys
happened,
were super young.
yeah, we got together in high school.
Yeah.
So,
Really?
yeah.
No,
High school sweetheart?
I mean, I said, okay, so I said the number 13, right? You look at me, I look young as shit.
You're like 30.
I'm like, I'm not 30 yet.
23? I don't know how old you are.
Oh, that's a big
I don't
difference.
fucking know how old
I'm
you are.
28.
23, and they've been together for 13
Whatever,
years.
man.
Woo.
No, so we met when we were 15.
16. Yeah.
15, 16.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Long
God.
time.
I just learned to learn to drive a car.
We did too. You know what that means, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck, if I was with the
drive
chick
around.
I was with at 15, I'd be a Mormon.
Oh, I would be too.
Fuck.
My ex-husband's Mormon.
Oh, you came out? I mean, that sounded
What?
horrible.
I'm confused here.
Sounded horrible.
My kid's dad is Mormon.
Okay, why would
You were Mormon before.
so? Why would you be Mormon if you with the chick?
Because the chick I was with was Mormon.
Oh,
So you'd
Were
probably
you
get
Mormon too?
baptized. Yeah.
No. Fuck no.
So you wouldn't be Mormon.
But if I married her, I would be married into the Mormon faith.
I thought
No, you
I
have
thought
to be
you couldn't-
baptized.
You can be baptized in?
yeah. Because
Oh.
my daughter's uncle he got baptized in because he was married a Mormon.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they could get married at the temple.
She had 3 kids already. I was like, you walking into a 3-kid already family?
Well, they're gonna
Yeah.
make like 12, so you know.
And then he made 2 more.
Yep,
I'm
that's
like,
how it
what
happens.
the hell?
That's how Mormons roll,
You ever see
man.
those vans around it? That's Mormons.
Yeah.
Yeah, vans.
Yeah. I'm surprised
They're in
my
all the
ex-husband's
vans.
never had more kids. I mean,
I
his
think
girl-
you fucking ruined him.
I did.
Isn't he married, though?
No, he's got a girlfriend, and
Oh.
she's got 3 kids. But
Oh, well, there you go. He's fucking got 5 kids then.
yeah.
Oh my
well, he
gosh.
doesn't talk to my daughter, so he's got like 4.
Ouch.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Man, I'm sad now.
Oh, don't be sad. It's all right.
Don't be sad. Her daughter can take care of herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's. a
I
better
figured.
person
I
than
mean,
me.
she's your daughter. you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
Yeah.
I see her as being sassy as fuck and like putting men in their place. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's
She
what I
like
thought.
whips her head and shit. Dude.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. She knows guys are bitches.
Jesus. I wonder where she got that
Set
from.
her up for the future, huh?
Ruined her future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've been recording 40 minutes, so we should probably break.
Okay.
We're not going to do the studio?
When we get back.
Okay, we'll get back.
Oh, no. I was going to do.
Do whatever you want.
It's your show.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what's going on.
See whatever you want, Nick.
I'm so in the corner.
He
right
never
now.
gets to hear that.
I don't. I don't. I always hear, are we done yet?
Well, at least you're not like an 8-second, guy.
Please don't tell me she like tries to grab the phone or something just to wait for you to figure out.
No. No.
Have any of you ever answered the phone during sex?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, you got to. I mean, phone calls might be important.
So,
Who-
have you
who
been
called
with
you?
anybody else other than your wife?
So there was like a mini like a period of time. Where
Okay.
I
Okay.
fucked up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
But we
So-
just like washed that over, right? So yeah, but I mean, it's only been the period of time, and my fiance.
I believe they on Friends call that a break.
I mean,
We were
A
on
period of time,
break.
what, like
it's
4 or 5
like
chicks?
a blink of an eye.
I just-
you know what I mean?
I just read somewhere it said someone most people only have 8 sexual partners throughout their entire life, and it
Yeah.
said, and I'm a whore.
Yeah. And I just found out today I'm a whore. Yeah, that's the 0 fucks given.
In,
Shout out to them.
Yeah, I mean, like in a group setting, I'd be like, dude, I fucked like hella chicks,
30
dude.
chicks, man.
Like I don't even know, I don't count. But not in real life, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I tally.
You're a sweet boy. You're a sweet.
I've only done it once, and I was very spun. So I think it was just a meth reaction of like, hey, phone's ringing, let's grab it. Like, that was it.
yeah. You usually ignore that, huh? Like we're busy right now.
Yeah, you ignore it, and then when you hear on the answer machine, you go farther. You're like, yeah.
Oh, well, what year
Answering
is it?
machine.
Hold on.
Good Lord, buddy.
What year is it? First off,
1992.
what year is it?
1992.
It was 2000.
He's like, and then they blow up your page, and you're like, it's not that important.
Right?
Pick
up-
don't do plagiars.
Pick up the rotary phone, fucking 9.
Well, it's more interesting when they pick up the phone and they're like, hello, and you just going at it like yeah, and they're trying to keep it all.
You're one of my callers.
I've had that.
you.
I've had that happen where chicks been jerking me off and on the phone. Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah.
hot.
I like it when they talk to
gosh.
their moms and sucking their cocks. That never happened.
I'm so uncomfortable.
How can that feel?
It's never happened.
Okay.
Feeling.
Just
All right.
everyone has fantasies.
Just sitting
Goddamn
here
it!
right now.
So what we're going to do now before we break. Well, that got really quiet, guys.
Yeah, man. Demanding
It was
voice.
authority.
Yeah.
We're going to do Inside the Comic Studio.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So you've listened to the podcast. You know that we ask all comics the same 5 questions. So question number 1, first joke that landed well.
Yeah, so I did hear an episode, and I heard about this Inside the Comic Studio. And actually, what's sad is that I don't even do material like this anymore, but it was the first joke that landed ever. And it was at Stab. And I mean, there was some chuckles. Let me know, I'm the shit. But like, the first joke that actually I felt really did well was a joke I'll never do again. And it was like, you ever like watch porn and get to like the 35th page and just be like, maybe I don't want to watch porn. And it was like, no, it was the first joke where I was like, oh shit, that was like more than 3 people. I mean, obviously more people laughed at it then than now, because like only Danny laughed and Nick looked at me really blankly. And
Well, 'cause I'm
CharRon,
like-
I think, was chewing.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's never happened.
but yeah,
I feel ya.
yeah. So I mean, it was the first time that like I felt like I was like, oh, that was a good laugh.
I was more confused on the page. I was like, wait a minute, I thought you said you were watching porn.
Yeah, the page is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just do random, see what the fuck happens. Favorite thing about the local comedy scene?
You know what? The community has been really good, and I think like when I first got in, there was always like these vet comics that would come up to you and be like, "Don't trust anybody," and you know this and that. And I feel like,
Ed Mina?
yeah, that was a good Ed Mina.
That's why I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was all dressed in black. But yeah, so like there was a couple people that I met, but those people ended up being good people too. So I think we're just all kind of like a different kind of people, and I think because we're doing comedy, we're all open to kind of hearing the different kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like the community's been really good. Yeah, and I mean, that's the reason why I get on shows is because people are nice enough to talk to me and then invite me on and shit like that. So
All right, shout out to the community. Now, what sucks about it?
fucking everything, dude. Honestly,
The fucking people, the vet comics coming up.
you know what, dude? I think the only thing that sucks about it is that there are so many comedians, because I don't know, like I'm a little older. I got in late, right? So I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But at the same time, I'm older than a lot of these motherfuckers.
And he's 28, you
standing
guys.
around. Yeah, I mean, you guys
Jesus.
are like older because you're
Right.
like grandparents. But like,
Thanks.
but there are a
Thanks.
bunch of like essentially just young motherfuckers around us, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling Luke, I can't stand people who talk in bits, like, because that's what it is. Like, it's like an audition, right? When a young guy who's probably just starting comedy or whatever sees another comedian that they saw go on stage, they want to talk to you and make you laugh, right? So they'll fucking talk to you in bits, and I'm like, dude, just have a regular conversation, because I want to talk to you again, hopefully. Because that's the idea, is that we're all going to fucking see each other
Right.
at whatever mic, at whatever show. You know, I don't want to have to avoid you. And that's like the one thing that I hate, is because I'll get in my own head and I'll be like, I don't want to fucking talk to that guy. So I'll
I'm like that too.
Yeah, I'll like figure. I spend so much time, like, I don't know if it's an anxiety thing, but I spend so much time like thinking about that type of shit where I'm like, okay, if this conversation starts, like, how the hell am I gonna get out of it? You know, or like any potential problems that could be at some show and everything like that. So yeah,
You already have an exit strategy before you even talk to
dude,
somebody?
I have an exit strategy for everything.
He's like, I get
dude.
tight. I get tight.
Gotta stay tight.
You got to stay
gotta
tight.
stay
Body
compact,
blows.
dude.
Body blows.
You
Gotta
gotta
get those
stay
body
in it.
blows going.
All right, favorite local comedian?
Man, okay. Favorite local probably would have to be Ellis Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So not only is he funny on stage, he's a pretty cool guy off stage too.
He's great.
And he does that whole Lost Boys workshop that they have at Laughs every month. And I've done a bunch of those now, and I've talked to him a bunch of times, and he's always open
And he's super personable. Like,
super
if you want to work
personable.
on something, he doesn't mind,
Exactly.
helping you. Like,
Yeah.
he's met me at a coffee shop, and we've just worked on some jokes. So.
Yeah, and then at the same time, he'll tell you what's up too. Like, dude, that shit Like, you're fucking
funny.
better than that.
Yeah.
You know? So it's cool to get that, and then to get it from someone that you know has some type of notoriety too.
Yeah.
You know, he's seen a bit more and everything like that. And then for him to be cool to somebody that he just met like months ago, it's pretty dope.
All right.
Yeah.
Lastly, advice to new comedians.
Don't fucking talk to me if you're weird, you know? First off. But I don't know. I feel like if you're looking for advice going into this, if you're looking for advice, getting advice is different. If you're looking for advice, then you're like already fucking losing. You know what I mean? Like, you're already losing if you're thinking like, oh, what should I do next? It's like there's so much shit nowadays with social media and mics and a website. Like, I Googled open mics for comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whatever happened to the legwork of shit, you know? And so if you're looking for advice, you're already losing. Like, don't even look for it. But when it comes organically and from like people that you've already scouted and know that they're worth listening to, then really take it too. You know what I mean? Because if it's something that you're not into, it might be something that you need to be into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to be open to.
All right.
I would say what I've noticed is ask the right, like if you are going to ask for advice or if you are going to ask for anyone, make sure you're asking someone that has a little bit of like, you know, stability in this, you know, in this area, in this field. Like, you don't want to go asking a brand new, a comic that's been in it a week longer than you.
You don't want to ask the guy who's already thought of ways to get out of this conversation already.
Right.
And definitely thought about if he was your height, he would be somewhere. And you don't want to ask that guy. He wears a hoodie and a hat to stay inconspicuous like Kanye West in the public.
Wow.
You don't want to ask him.
Yeah.
His name might be Artie
Valenzuela.
Don't ask him.
All right, we'll be back.
Woo! He said for now.
You're still in your first year.
First year.
Oh, man.
Year 13.
Well,
No, I meant with comedy.
marriage. Yeah.
Oh, comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But what's nice is that she actually has like a knowledge of comedy.
Oh, yeah?
What's crazy is if I did this like years before, maybe like 7 or 8 years before when I first got into college, maybe, she was working at Punchline.
Oh, really?
I had my fucking in, dude. She was tight with the owner. She was tight. Yeah,
Punchline
man.
here?
That was your
Sacramento.
Dang.
Oh.
It would have been the perfect time to try to get into it. She was
Yeah.
staying late with comics. You know,
I know what she was doing.
no, dude.
I don't think she's a chuckle fucker.
I mean, nah, she wasn't actually staying. She would be there late with
I was
comics.
staying late with comics, too.
Well, Danny, you're a little different.
I know what happened.
She came home to me.
Well, they always. You always
gotta
go
come
home. You know where your bread is buttered.
Dude,
Shit.
you want to hear something crazy? Fucking
Yes.
Tracy Morgan hit it on her.
Oh, yeah?
Respect
That
that.
doesn't
Tracy
shock
Morgan,
me.
dude. The
Yeah,
motherfucker who dressed like a cheerleader in Longest Yard
Yes.
also hit on my fiance.
Yeah.
It was in a not in a sleazy way, but like in a way where he was like, "Oh, you killing me soft, girl."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yo,
like,
Mac.
and I was just like,
Last OG.
Comedians are whores, especially the male ones.
dude.
Yeah, they will.
I mean,
I'll give you a list when we get off.
oh god,
Wow.
Not of you know, whatever.
let's go cancel some motherfuckers,
Right?
dude.
Not that
do it.
I've like
They
done,
need to be,
just
dude.
you know, that I've had conversations with that have been inappropriate.
Oh,
Speaking of
gosh.
conversations, plug your shit, sir.
Oh, okay. If you like what you hear, you can immediately turn it off right now and go to Laugh at Yourself, available on all formats, and listen to my podcast. It's 30 minutes. It's listenable. And you can follow me on Instagram at artie.valenzuela and Twitter at artielaughs. And if you want to add me on Facebook, if I don't know who you are, I won't accept it. So that sucks.
That makes
But you
sense.
can also find my page and like that too. That's about it. And I don't know if you want to do the shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, just go to his page, find
Yeah.
his shows.
Yeah.
He's not prepared.
Follow me. That's the biggest part.
follow him.
Yeah.
I need people to follow me. I kind of want to start like a
Social
not like
media
a
presence.
military, not like a military, but I want them to be ready and willing in like a military fashion.
Like a cult?
You want a group?
See, that's where
He's like, I want to be able to move to Guyana.
'Cause I don't
want them to kill themselves
I don't
for me.
I don't essentially want like them to worship me, but know that the shit I'm spewing out is correct.
We worship you.
You know,
Artie.
I want them to know that it's correct, that what I'm saying.
You want sheep.
Like there's not, I mean, hey, you can always disagree and we can have a conversation. No. But at the end of the day, you know, like
at the end of the day, you better be willing to take a bullet for me, bitch.
At the end of the day, like who was right? You know what I mean?
Oh my God! How have you been in a relationship for 13 years?
So I kind of want everyone to follow me, right? I want all your listeners, and you can still listen to this podcast.
Oh, thank you for your permission.
If you're following me, you can still, and I should have said that earlier. You can still listen to this.
Well, they probably turned off already.
Yeah.
But I want everyone to follow me because I want to lead. I want to make a better world. You know?
Oh Jesus Christ, CharRon, what do you got to plug?
All right, Michael.
Yo, it's CharRon Smith. You can follow me on Res Wonderland, reswonderland.com. That'll give you all the information, my podcast, my DJing to Serious Productions, seriousproduction.com. That's also a site. And if you want to see me on if you want to find me on Instagram, it's Res Wonder, RES1DER.
All right. Danny.
You can find me at RadChick4Ever on Facebook, Instagram. I have some shows coming up. You can go to my page to find out when they are.
Nice. Follow me on Twitter at the Big Nick J. That's pretty much the only thing I fucking post on these days.
Yeah.
BlackStuffComedy.com for all shows, classes, and schedules, classes, workshops for sketch, improv, stand-up, and more. Open mic every Monday and Wednesday. Sign-ups at 6:45. Show starts at 7. $35 memberships get you first dibs on shows and classes. Now, I only have one thing to talk about, but it is quite interesting. Do you guys know who Orlando Brown is?
Yeah, and I know what you're bringing up. Oh my gosh, dude, let's talk about this.
All right, do you know who? All right, have you guys seen? I got the pickup.
Oh man, and I got the video to show you who he is, dude.
He was on.
He's a kid.
No, that was him and Major Payne. Remember Major Payne?
Yeah. I mean, everyone was.
So you know,
he the
really, really little kid.
Oh, okay.
Little
kid.
Yeah, the little black kid. That one.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have described him a little better, but yeah, for sure.
That is true. You could have described him a little bit.
There's a lot more descriptions we could have gave.
Yeah, you know, the little black kid.
So many of them.
He's so cute in this little movie.
Yeah, well, let's talk about where he is now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh no, I was going to show CharRon. So this is the Disney Channel stars, Circle of Life. This is the guy we're about to talk about. Okay, I want you to look at how innocent and probably happy he was.
Well, this is just awkward silence, though.
Yeah, I know. He's right there. He goes, yeah, right there in the blue. Look, he's so jolly, dude.
Okay. So before we get into what happened today.
Okay.
Yes, let's get into what happened with him.
Okay.
So he was on That's So Raven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I know that show.
Great show.
He has a tattoo on his neck of Raven Simone.
Okay.
That's weird.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah. So February 28th, 2016, he was arrested for domestic battery, obstruction of justice, drug possession with intent to sell, possession of contraband in jail. Oh. Then let's see.
Possession of contraband in jail.
Sometimes when you get arrested, though, when you have shit on you, and then you don't say it or they don't find it, and then you get to the jail and they take all your shit.
They put it on.
If they find drugs, then they say, you brought this into the jail.
Well, they do.
Because when they pull you over, they ask you if you have any shit. But if you lie about it and then they bring you in, then it's contraband of jail.
I guess it was in your bra.
I mean, in your bra.
Sounds like you've dealt with this.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it. I know.
You were really accurate with that.
I know that it's a fraudulent charge.
Oh, and it's and she has the defense. She has the defense already.
That's right.
All right,
it's an open case.
So for that court date, he fled, never showed up. He was ultimately taken into custody 2 years later, January 18th.
Ouch.
Oh, he had some time.
Though. Yeah,
he had 2 years.
Yeah, he had a couple Christmases.
So following his release from jail shortly after January 18th, he again failed to appear for a scheduled court date, and a warrant was issued. He fled from California to Nevada and was eventually apprehended by bounty hunters in Las Vegas, who found him hiding in a random homeowner's closet.
Oh, nice.
He was like R. Kelly.
Stuck in the closet.
Yeah.
We're on the fucking same track.
So that was April 13th. On June 5th, he was arrested in Las Vegas while leaving a local hotel known for prostitution, and he was busted with prostitution, illegal drug sale. He refused to cooperate with officers.
I thought prostitution was legal in Nevada.
In Las Vegas.
I guess it's not a sanctioned one.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Because it does say local hotel, not brothel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you're going to do it right, and it's legal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just do it legally.
So this is what's nuts, is his taxi cab was pulled over. Now, what the fuck you got to be doing to get your taxi pulled over? I don't know. They found methamphetamine in a pipe on him. He had an outstanding warrant, blah, 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 blah. He was charged with drug possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting arrest.
Yeah.
September 2018.
He wasn't going down easily, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
He kept getting out.
Yeah. He's a good dancer.
So he was, again, arrested in September. Now, Dr. Phil, he claims to be the son of the late Michael Jackson.
What?
He says his full name is Orlando Brown Prince Michael Jackson Jr. And that he has
Prince, huh?
Yeah. He has 4 children, 2 of whom he's never met, doesn't know their names, and says one is between age 16 and 18.
Okay.
Which means,
hold on,
at the time, Brown would have been between 13 and 15 for the time of that child's birth.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love how he gave a range.
Now.
Yeah.
So
like something around there.
He then posted a video on World Star Hip Hop, which is, if you guys don't go on that. That's
World Star.
So apparently he got his dick sucked by Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what he's
the
claiming.
latest thing.
Really?
And
oh my God.
What did Nick Cannon say?
Oh, he responded.
Yeah, it's a long,
lengthy one.
All right. So
mostly about like you got to start thinking about the mental health of these people.
He was talking about the mental health, and it's sad that a young actor now has turned to drugs. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Through all of that,
basically saying it's true.
Yeah, he did not deny at all.
Oh.
Nah.
He said he barely knew him, which
that doesn't mean anything.
I mean I'm sure you sucked a couple dicks of guys you barely knew.
Exactly.
Okay.
A few.
And then he tried to say that basically we're all the black men are bringing people down because of white supremacist media, which I was like, all right, that's a little veering off from getting your dick sucked.
It's the man. Still, mind you, still hasn't said it didn't happen.
Exactly. But the video, you guys got to watch it. He's in Walmart.
Okay.
Orlando Brown is?
Yeah, and he's pushing a shopping cart. Like he's
Target,
shopping in Walmart.
Not even in Target.
And he's like, man, I'm just going to say it. Nick Cannon sucked my dick. And then he's like, this is going to be funny because everybody's going to be saying, Nick sucking dick. Nick sucking dick. And he just keeps saying that over and over. But his face, he has such elation. And then he says Nick Cannon, it's not gay because Nick Cannon sucked his dick when Nick was a woman.
What?
Yeah.
Explain that part.
Yeah, no.
How am I going to explain that?
It was
with Orlando Brown, Prince Michael Jackson Jr.?
It was in the Fires of Mordor that this happened. And
wow.
I mean, maybe Nick Cannon used to dress in drag, and then that's when he would suck his dick.
Dude, it's so weird. Did you guys see the video of Delonte West?
No.
Remember Delonte West?
I didn't know who that
From
is.
the Cavaliers. He's a basketball player.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's fucking like straight homeless, right?
He's straight homeless, and
What?
he's like fucking drugged out.
How do
dude.
you go from NBA to homeless?
Oh, it's not hard.
Oh, not hard.
not hard
apparently.
at
Yeah,
all.
look at the WNBA chick. But no, so this is a black guy with red hair, first of all.
Yeah.
He stood the fuck out. And supposedly...
Hazel lies.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Supposedly, he fucked LeBron James' mom.
I know he had all the trophies.
He was just trying to be his daddy.
Which I'm telling you right now, to see where he was to where he is now on the streets and drugged out, I think he fucked LeBron James' mom.
Yeah, man.
You do not make that big of a leap unless
So
you're
what
just...
happened to
He
him?
makes leaps and bounds,
Like he got kicked off the team he was playing for? Or?
No, he had problems like throughout his career.
Oh.
Yeah, he had problems throughout his whole career, like with drugs and like teams.
Yeah.
He was bouncing around a lot.
Oh, like
so he was
Dennis
already
Rodman.
a kind of like a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't see this shit coming. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like all these fucking like celebrities that are like coked out and drugged out, like I feel like social media is like blowing it up more so now than ever before. And it goes to show, dude, that don't go in the back to do coke. I mean, like, just don't do it. You know what I mean? It leads to things.
Yet Andy Dick is still a working coke addict.
Yeah.
And
He's trying to get his life around.
Well, I mean, like sometimes you hit,
but he's
like
still able.
normal.
He's still able to get work. I'm just saying, the man's a coke addict and everything.
I mean, he's
still able
getting
to get
work, but I mean, are you watching it on Netflix when it comes out?
I love Andy Dick.
Yeah,
I do.
See, there you go.
I mean, I don't seek him out. Like, I do like him.
Keep the habit going.
I love it when he was in.
But I mean, coke is different, right? Like, I mean, it isn't. But like,
different than what?
Than like meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coke is way different.
Okay. Meth is way
Meth
better.
is better. Yeah.
High five.
Well, I can't wait to see them at Walmart in a few years.
You see the side of the room with I said enjoy
it's
that
cheaper.
one.
You stay awake, and I don't get a headache with it.
Was that a racial comment there, CharRon?
No, I'm not. I looked at the size. I was like, wait a minute here.
Yeah, it's a horrible drug.
Yeah, no, it does ruin your life. Yeah,
but like I feel like it's man, dude, seeing those guys, it just goes to show that like even with the fame and shit like that, like it doesn't even matter.
No,
dude.
it just gets worse.
Yeah, it just gets worse. It just
people
want to
give you coke because you're Andy Dick, or people want to, do weird things to you because they want a story.
Yeah, or people want to suck your dick because you played the baby in fucking Major Pain.
Yeah. He was really cute as the baby, though.
Would you let another guy suck your dick?
I was actually gonna bring that to the panel. Like, it'd have to be a celebrity.
Oh gosh,
really?
Who? Like, okay, Jason.
Whoa, CharRon, what are you trying to insinuate there?
Jason Momoa wants to suck your dick.
Dude, imagine he'd just be like, "Hey, bro," because he's super approachable, right?
Yeah,
and he's just like, "Bro, I mean, you seem like a good guy. Like, let me suck your dick.
Let me suck your dick.
You seem like a cool guy, man.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a good conversation."
I'm just picturing Momoa coming up to me like,
in all
like
his
cool
fucking
guy.
hair, right? And he's a cool guy, dude. He lets his hair down.
Yeah.
He's like
that way you
super
have something to
casual.
grab onto. It's not like a shaved head like
He's
Artie's.
offered you water and shit. He's like, "You want some water, man?" You're like, "Nah."
Are you
okay.
Are you pointing your perfect fantasy?
No.
Because you're going detail,
dude. I'm setting it up for you, right? Jason Momoa. He lets his hair down. He gives you water, and he puts on
and
like
Danielle
a cool movie.
gets to watch.
Like he puts on a cool movie, right? Dude, he's taking care of your friend. He just met Danielle. He's taking care of her.
my fiance's name is Danielle.
It's super confusing.
Shit, I was trying to put you in there.
I know. I want to be in there too. Either that or like live recording.
Dude, Momo's quirky, dude. He's like, dude, a Danielle. It's like only one Danielle's here.
Yeah. I'll be there in a second.
So you guys are all chilling, right? And he's like, dude, I feel like we had a good time. You guys talked about football. He's a Cleveland Browns fan. You didn't even know.
Yeah.
What?
You didn't even know. It's like you guys have connections, right?
So is he sucking my dick or am I fucking him? No. Because you're making it seem like I'm going all the way.
You're making it bigger than it is.
I mean, that's already a big setup. Like he would just have to ask him, and Nick would probably say yes.
It's okay. But I want to make you. I want to put you in the right position.
No,
so now you got the water. You got the water,
on
right?
all fours.
Yeah. You got the water. You got both Danielles, right? Every Danielle in your life, and then he's just like, dude, we've had a great time. I mean, it's not anything. I mean, your fiance of 10 years is here. She's cool with it. Just let me suck your dick.
She's not ready to marry you anyways.
Yeah. He's like, dude, you can go around and be like, Aquaman sucked my dick. And he's just like, I can give you that, dude. Would you let me suck your dick?
Yes.
And then he turns down the lights, right? He makes you comfortable.
We would just say yes for you and tie you down and let it happen.
And it's in the wintertime, right? So you guys are cold, right? He doesn't use his heater because he's really cheap, but he puts on the fireplace.
All right, see,
he's making me think about this, Nick.
I don't know if I could, simply because if he took a shot in the mouth for me, I would never look at him as a manly guy ever again. I'd be like, Aquaman, you're pussy.
Wow.
I'd be like, you took a shot in the mouth for me.
A shot
Is that
in the
how you
mouth.
look at chicks?
I know.
Is it more the mouth or he got him in his face?
I love the shot in the mouth.
Would it be more?
Yeah.
What would be
Back
more
of the
disturbing?
throat?
I don't know. This guy's the one painting the picture. Am I pulling out or is he swallowing?
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing, dude. He's super open about it. He's like, whatever you want to do.
Would you let it? Okay, enough of this shit. Would you let another guy suck your dick?
Yeah.
Would you?
No.
Even if it's what if it's Aaron Hernandez?
Ask me again.
Oh yeah.
Ask me again. Danny,
I'll find something for him to suck on.
Ask me again. Ask me again.
Would you let another?
No.
guy
You see how much time that took?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, it's not even a homophobic thing. It's like, why?
Have you had your dick sucked?
Yeah.
Feels delicious.
It feels delicious. Those words didn't go together like that.
It feels delicious.
Because delicious is like a mouth sensation.
I've known chicks that have gotten eaten out by other chicks, and they're like, women do it better because they know what's up. So I'm assuming if a man does it.
No, that's not true.
I'm assuming if a man does it, they know what's up.
Well, I mean, I guess it just depends on how attentive the person is. Yeah.
Does he have a beard?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I would think it would be easier for a guy with longer hair. You would allow to suck, your dick rather than a shaved head.
Like Jason Momoa, dude. And it's wavy.
I'm just thinking right here, man. Well, then you can think of it as a woman. You can look at him and go, okay, you're a woman. I'll just
with a beard.
That's what they do in prison.
With a beard, though.
Just the hair.
You can't expect it to change for you.
Okay, you know what? Because the whole prison idea and like the fact that you're literally around men for like the next 10 years. I don't even think I could do it then.
Really?
No.
Well, I don't know. You get lonely enough, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, I have talked to a few men that have been to prison for a while, but they swear that nothing ever happened.
I mean, it's not. I mean,
I'm sure they're not just like, dude.
Well, no, because in women prisons, like
he never shaved.
Women are like hardcore, man. They bitch you up right there. You get with a mama and like you're their bitch.
Sounds like Danny has like experience in this.
I've never been to prison. I've never
watched Netflix
been to jail. But I have watched Netflix.
I watched 10 seasons of Orange is the New Black, and I know exactly what goes on in prison.
I'm just saying I've talked to a few people that have been incarcerated, and they the women say like it's really rough.
I bet. Mm-hmm. I mean, prison, it's probably not fun.
No, probably not.
Prison?
Really? I'm not interested.
To have
probably?
All your freedom taken away?
Probably.
Not
you don't
really
want all your freedom taken away?
I mean, hey, have your own room. It's nice and compact. But no, I'm not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even in prison, you wouldn't let a guy suck your dick.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I mean, I'm no. Probably no.
I can rationalize that.
Jason Momoa, he conditioned his hair. And it feels nice and soft. He uses head and shoulders.
I would picture you sucking Jason's dick, not him sucking yours. Like,
well, I mean,
you're
afterwards,
the bitch in this whole
afterwards,
situation.
I mean, you would want to give the favor back.
What the fuck?
Do you? Never mind. I'm not gonna say
it. Jason, I don't know if I'd blow him. I don't know. Like I said, he's like a manly dude. Like, you got to be a little effeminate if I'm going to even be like, okay. Because again, if he takes a shot in the mouth.
Cannon, though? What about Nick Cannon in a wig?
What about Andy Dick?
I may let Andy Dick specifically because that would be an amazing story. Be like, dude, I got blown by Andy Dick. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
And he was sober.
No.
He was sober. Yeah, and he was super cool about it afterwards.
Yeah.
I gave him a librarian.
He was like, he offered to pay for my Uber. I was like, dude, it's okay.
I gave him a he has glasses, so a librarian is when you come on their glasses.
Oh my God. No, I'd be so mad at you.
Gave him a librarian. I got to remember that.
There's a new thing on Urban Dictionary. It's called the dirty Chewbaca.
Oh,
what is that?
Explain that one.
All right,
I'm so scared.
I know the Sanchez is, so it's got to be.
It's actually
I know the
a little bit better than like a strawberry shortcake, but basically you have the chick gag on your dick, and you don't tell her you're going to come. Okay. So you push her all the way down, and then you come when it's like hitting her throat, and the sound she makes when she's gagging and gurgling sounds like Chewbacca.
Oh no!
Wow.
That is a thing.
You want to know how fucking weird my mind was? At some point, I was like, and then there's hair, right?
Yeah.
There's something about hair.
That's what I was thinking
And I never saw it going that way.
Oh my God. I don't see that working.
No, the one that involves hair is a Sacramento turtleneck.
Oh my God.
What?
Sacramento?
Yeah. It's a Sacramento turtleneck or the...
Is it a Sacramento turtleneck like everywhere?
No, in Canada it's something different.
What is it?
Basically, it has to be an ethnic girl.
Okay.
And you're fucking her in her ass.
Okay.
What you do is you put syrup all around your dick. And then you push in, push out for a little bit. And then as you pull out, the hair around her asshole, which is why she has to be ethnic, makes a turtleneck around your dick.
Oh my God.
Sacramento turtleneck.
So if I was in New York, they'd be like, "Oh, have you ever done a Sacramento turtleneck?" And people would know what I was talking about.
I think because that's closer to Canada. Because the Sacramento turtleneck is the same as whatever. Let's see.
That's disgusting.
This is going to be.
How did our city get tagged with that?
Sacramento turtleneck club.
So you said in her ass, not in her pussy, right?
Yeah, in her ass.
Gross.
Oh my gosh.
There's some nasty things.
And you put maple syrup on it.
Yeah, let's see.
You know how sticky that is?
That is sticky.
I like this. On Urban Dictionary, to use it in a sentence, I wore my new Sacramento turtleneck to the Kings game. What the fuck?
What?
I'm starting to think that Nick made this up.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's right here. The sexual act in which a man.
Are you wrong?
Here we go.
This is. Oh no,
so
that's
scared.
why this is a Sacramento sweater.
Oh.
Sacramento sweater is the sexual act in which a man ejaculates on a woman's chest, proceeds to rip out a handful of the same woman's pubic hair, sprinkling it on the adhesive substance, and giving it ample time to dry.
Damn.
What?
And you still got to figure the ample time
How
to
did
dry.
Sacramento get affiliated with this horrible name?
It's just
Like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Who's got that much pubic hair?
Sacramento turtleneck, the act of using honey or some sort of lubricant like that
That honey is not a lubricant.
on the asshole of a woman with a great deal of rectal hair, and then having sex with her.
Oh my god.
I like this.
Disgusting.
I found out I was allergic to honey when I got a rash on my dick after my girlfriend gave me a Sacramento turtleneck. It's a King Clancy. That's what it's called
It's a what?
in Canada.
I don't.
It's called a King Clancy.
I can't
I don't
erase
like
this.
any of this.
Yeah.
You guys have never just randomly looked at shit on Urban Dictionary?
How would you?
I have.
How would you even
I have.
like? No, I think you no.
No, I don't search for these things.
Yeah.
This is a you definitely looked for something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To find it. Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know what you would type in to get that.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like
my Google searches,
sexual
dude.
terms
It'll
with
be like
Sacramento in it?
mountain mics near me.
Well, yeah.
Like that's usually what my Google search
Well,
is.
remember he said Urban Dictionary, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's something he just figured out Urban Dictionary. It's like,
Well, here, let's see what
Sometimes I go to Yahoo News.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's my
Get
homepage.
updates.
Yeah.
you got Yahoo?
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh.
A dirty Chewbacca.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh.
The government sees
I got it
everything
wrong.
you're doing right now.
So when a girl is deep-throating you, you pinch her nipples right as you come. Her screaming paired with the warm liquid and dick in her throat will produce a sound similar to Chewbacca's growl.
Well, you're gonna
Wow, that's weird. Dude, your girlfriend gives such good head that I gave her a dirty Chewbacca.
I love how they have to like try to form a sentence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like what the-
Your girlfriend gives good
it's
head.
a mad gib, you know what I mean? It's like
It's a Mad Lib.
Oh yeah, Mad Lib.
Ooh, a jizz bungalow. Oh my God.
Like I told you,
A big dirty dirt slut also can be used in terms of the home of a big dirty dirt slut. Your cousin Mariella is a wonderful girl, but her algebra skills don't make up for the fact that she's a jizz bungalow.
What?
So
a
wait a minute.
dirty. What?
A dirty dirt whore.
Oh, okay.
Dirty
okay.
dirt
I get it.
whore.
I get
What
it.
is that even?
Basically, she's gone beyond poor. She's basically, basically
Dirty dirt slut.
Yeah.
How did we
Let's see what dirt slut
yeah,
is.
let's see what a dirt slut is.
A dirt slut, not to be confused with dirty slut.
Oh, don't confuse it.
No,
Yeah.
dirt.
This type of slut annihilates all hope for humanity.
What?
How you annihilate all hope?
I
I
guess
don't
when
know
you're a
that.
dirt slut.
Yeah, because you become like the spawn of Satan.
Yeah, when you get that much jizz in you,
yeah,
your jizz
yeah.
bungalow,
Yeah.
you just lose your soul and
You start talking about like the
become
resurrection
evil.
and shit like that. Yeah.
I mean, I've looked at medical, tragedies or something, and there's been one where a woman basically they had to basically pump her stomach because she had almost over a gallon of sperm.
oh my god, that's disgusting.
Whoa.
A gallon?
Yeah, a gallon.
Oh my
God damn.
what
That's
kind
like
of
some
cocky-
Peter North shit,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah,
So
what kind of Bukkake video was she making?
Yeah, and it was all
they just had to pump her. Yeah, they had to pump her
I
stomach
wonder
for that.
from how many donors, because one guy can't produce that much.
No.
Yeah.
No.
At least not in one sitting.
Yeah, no.
So,
What do
yeah.
you put it in a milk jug? Every day, just fill it up.
oh my god.
I did see that one where
Oh.
the girl did have the shoe, and they all came in the shoe, and she tried to drink that all up. So there's been some wild.
You said you
That
did see the
disgusts
one?
me.
I
You
saw the video.
You saw the oh my god.
I've seen some pretty nasty videos.
Yeah, he
too.
was telling
I
me
don't
about
look
a
at that
video
stuff
earlier,
either.
and I
Yeah.
was just like, "Why do you
in a
watch this?"
shoe? What?
Yeah.
the
Yeah, one of those
fuck?
no glass slippers, trying to make like.
Oh, because it was elegant. Yeah.
Oh, because it's a Cinderella
They're trying to make
story.
it the restaurant.
Oh, they're trying to do like a Disney
How many
thing.
guys came in the shoe?
I think it was like 15.
That's not the story of
15?
Cinderella.
Yeah. that happened.
15 guys came in the
Oh
shoe
my
and she drank it?
gosh.
Fuck no.
I saw a
That's
chick
so
snort
weird.
cum once.
Oh no.
I've seen that one too.
That's when you're like,
Weird
"Ugh."
thing, snorting cum in the eye. It's like,
Yeah, no.
Wow,
Cum
How-
hurts in your eye,
That's what I'm thinking.
goddammit.
It's like why
What
is all
the
something crazy?
Yeah,
There's
no.
some things porn just basically.
See what Orlando Brown does to us, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that Orlando Brown thing though, for real, it's you've seen fucking people strung out, dude. They just talk about random shit.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy how social media will blow it up, and all of a sudden he has to respond.
Well, I mean, come on. He did post a video saying Nick Cannon sucked his cock.
I know.
Social media or not, that's going to get some fucking press.
Dude. It's fucking...
TMZ is going to bump.
I think I'm laughing more because now Nick Cannon's back in the limelight again. Like, crap. Now I was talking about my dick sucking.
Are his parents still married?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's fucking successful as shit, too. That's what's sucky about it. That he just goes for someone up top.
What I thought was funny is in his lengthy...
How long ago did he say Nick Cannon sucked his dick? Like when they were kids?
The video was released right now. When did it happen?
Yeah, like were they kids? Were they experimenting in Hollywood? I can see that happening.
But Nick Cannon was a girl at the time, so he was Nicky Cannon.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, in Nick Cannon's Instagram fucking thing, ever the promoter was just like, yeah, I think Orlando Brown would be really cool and Wild and Out. I was like, really? You're going to fucking plug Wild and Out when you're trying to say some guy didn't suck your cock, which you did not say.
You have to, though. He's like, I mean, hella people are going to look at this. Let me talk about Wild and Out. I love Wild and Out, though. That's like one of my vices, I think.
Well, now he's all fucking thuggish. Like, ever since he got fired from America's Got Talent, he's like releasing diss tracks on Eminem.
Yeah, I know. That shit was kind of annoying.
He's a gangster.
But yeah, I know. I hate that too. It's like, dude, you could be real and not have to be like, I was in the streets. Like, I think he's been famous since he was like 17, right?
Like some of these like twerps that are like so I used to live in North Highlands and I'd go into like to the 7-Eleven. And some of these like kids that were just lingering outside and be like, hey, mama, you looking for work? Like they were pimping.
What the fuck?
And I was like, you're like 12. Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm good.
But I'm 6'1".
But like some of these bitches out on the street, like they walk up to their pimps and their pimps look like fucking kids.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, why are you giving your money to this guy? Man. Like, he's a fucking joke. Yeah, if you ever want to see some fun shit, go to the 7-Eleven on Watt and Myrtle.
And you know what's crazy is that if everybody that listens to your podcast follows me on Instagram and Twitter and listens to the podcast, they'll all become a part of my military, right? And we're gonna help clean up the streets, dude. And I'm gonna just give my knowledge to everybody, and then they'll give my knowledge. It won't be their knowledge. It won't be their knowledge. They'll give my knowledge to others.
Do you have hooker knowledge?
You have book.
I got shit. So like for the hooker stuff, right? I'll be like, hey, you want to make money for sex? You can do it, but it has to be cool and not weird. If you shouldn't do it, and it's weird that you do sex work and it looks kind of weird and it's like a weird fetish, then you can't do it. And then like the other people in my military would be like, yeah.
But what's weird?
Weird,
yeah. Okay. And then they'll be like, well, what's weird? Like you're being really vague about it. And I'll be like, well, shit, man, think about it.
If you won't do it in front of your mom,
if you can't even talk about it without looking down, then it's weird, man.
But then you meet people like us.
Just regular sex.
Yeah,
that's what I'll be. Just regular sex. And
what's regular sex?
Yeah, so people will be like, and I'll be like, just not weird. And then
what?
And we'll keep on marching. We'll keep on marching. And I'll be like,
he's like a politician. He doesn't answer the question.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
He'll just keep talking.
He'll just blame it on everybody else.
Yeah. And then for sure everybody behind me will be following me on Instagram.
A dirty Chewbacca is definitely out of the question.
Yeah. And then Nick will be like, well, what about my search history? It has stuff like dirty Chewbacca and Han Solo all the time.
Ugly chicks getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I'll be like, no, that phone needs to burn. And then we'll be like,
a lot of people are going to join your cult.
No,
but he has a watchtower.
It's not about
He has a watchtower.
And then I'll have like a staff. I want a staff for sure. A staff. Yeah. Because dude, if I was giving like a speech and you saw me, right, and I'm above you, of course,
because you're 5'3".
You're no.
He's on a pedestal.
I'm at the
you're
cliff.
like Hitler.
I'm at the cliff top. I'm at the cliff top, and you're below.
Okay.
Right? And I have my staff.
God damn, that deserved more tanning. Oh, you're like Hitler.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
And I have my staff, right? And I'm talking to you, and you're listening. And you have to be unresponsive because you have to be listening.
Yeah.
And
if we're defiant, you'll kill us.
No. I mean, no.
Just like Hitler.
I mean, it's not killing. It's not killing. More so, like voluntarily acknowledging that you fucked up.
You
know, it's not killing.
And then voluntarily going to this thing we call a camp that's good for your concentration.
Yeah, and it won't be. It's not killing the first time.
No,
like I give chances,
like 3 chances.
Yeah,
3 strikes.
but you learn again, you get relearned, and then you come back.
I really wish your fiance was here,
and
so
then
she
now,
could
now
like
I'm on
just
the cliff
be like
top.
has no say.
If I have the cliff top, and I have the people below me, and I tell them we all have to burn Nick's phone because of his search history.
Yeah,
because it has things that deface Star Wars, and Star Wars is cool, and they'll be like, yeah.
You've never watched Star Wars porn?
So basically, if you put your hands up, they're gonna part the Red Sea. They're gonna part
Do you watch
themselves.
porn at all?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you watch porn with your fiance?
See, now it's like weird.
I just
and then
feel like
my military would be like,
And then he
that's
just
a
goes back
weird
to the
question.
military.
you just look very wholesome, and like your girlfriend's very wholesome too. So.
I mean, it's
Do you
a
watch
thing.
porn with Danielle? I won't make it weird. I'll make it weird
Yeah.
on him.
No, I've been offered. I've been like, hey, let's.
I mean, we've
watch
been
some
together
porn.
13 years. You know what I mean? So like,
So you have to watch porn. Yeah, I get
at
it.
some point, I mean, it's just.
I just wonder if like girls do it together now. I mean, I watch porn with strangers, but
I mean, yeah, I've definitely wanted. I think she would be a little bit weirded out when I'm just like, let's watch this white chick get railed by 5 black guys. That'll be hot. Or let's watch this movie called Not Roots.
So is it more?
oh my god,
That's what it's called. It's just a bunch of white chicks getting plowed by black guys in wagons.
Oh my!
It's an hour and a half, and it's called Not
So
Roots.
basically,
have you
you
finished?
watch
have you
porn in
watched the
full
whole
length?
thing?
Yeah.
so
You
that
watch full movie.
I was
porn?
edging.
so
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
her, or it's just here like her or friends and stuff.
No, just her probably.
CharRon's like, what's the
Nick
story?
likes
Because I
Yeah,
remember telling you about the Queen of all trade, the Queen of Spades thing I was telling you about last time.
Nick likes
where they
horrible
a
things.
bunch of
I do.
southern white girls and stuff get together and they go like to New Orleans or somewhere.
Yeah.
And then they basically
You're all about the screenplay, huh?
no, it's that's the
He
I
likes
read it
poetry
that's
porn.
about the Queen of Spades, where basically a bunch of wealthy white women and stuff. They tell their husbands let them go, and they go to like this weekend outing to a place where a lot of black men are at, and they just basically just bone the heck out of them, and then they leave.
So which one did you put your face on?
Not one of those. Not one of those.
All right, well, we should probably end it because you plan on doing the open mic, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the mic.
Okay, yeah,
for
we
sure.
should probably.
We should probably end it because he's basically ready to start his army.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you follow me
So
on
everyone
Instagram,
follow
you're a part
Artie.
of it.
Yeah.
You're all a part of it, and I love you all.
Hail Artie.
I love you all equally.
Yes, Hitler was short.
Was Hitler short?
Hitler was
Do we know
short.
how tall
It's
Hitler
not about
was?
height. It's not about height.
Hitler
I'm
was
just saying
about
you remind
command.
me of
Hitler was
Hitler a
short.
little bit.
Okay. Now you keep going to Hitler. I mean, I know that's a big thing, but what about Mussolini? I mean,
There
what
was
about
other-
I don't
other
speak of my
people
kind,
that are
Sharon.
bigger.
I was
I
about
don't
to say, I
speak-
was like, wait,
I don't
Mussolini's
speak
Italian.
of my kind. I'm Italian.
She was like,
Mussolini
that was all
fine.
just-
Oh wait,
Justified.
whoa! So that was
Mussolini
not.
was a fine.
So you
as,
can't
my
give
grandma,
fine.
as my grandma would say. She was like, she used to call my daughter Little Mussolini. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. Because when my grandma was little, Mussolini came to their village and like him and Hitler killed like a bunch of every other child.
Oh my
and
gosh.
So my grandma's like cousins and shit got shot by Mussolini. Well, not by him
and then
himself.
she was like,
And
Mussolini
and
was
she called
fine.
my daughter Little Mussolini. And then I'm like, oh,
She hated your daughter.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
100% she hates you.
Oh, yes, a fine.
Yeah, Mussolini. He was just
like, oh,
he
shit.
wasn't as bad as a Hitler.
Oh shit! My granddaughter is a
Right.
fucking a Mussolini.
That's what she would say because my
That's my
daughter was
Italian
really
accent.
bossy. That was horrible.
Yeah.
That was a horrible.
I've been working on it.
Even
I've been working on it.
Napoleon. I mean, I'm just saying. It's like
Napoleon was fine. He came out with a great ice cream.
But see, all those people that
Neopolitics.
Oh, dude.
all
it
those,
is.
all those people that you guys have mentioned, like Mussolini, Hitler, Napoleon, right?
They
Those
were
were
all
all
short.
bad people.
Stalin.
Yeah,
Like
you-
they all had bad ideas.
They all had an idea just like
They all-
yours.
but they were wrong.
Oh,
and they
and
were
you're
bad.
right.
It was bad.
Well, Waco.
My shit will be like, I'm right because I'm correct, and then
they
you'll
thought
be
they were
following
right
me.
too.
I was going to say, you do realize the Germans thought Hitler was
But I
dead
just want to
on.
make the world a better place.
So did Hitler.
Peace,
So
love,
did
and
Mussolini.
unity, man.
So did Napoleon.
I'm all about love. Like I love all my followers equally. I love all my followers equally. I'm all about love. But like if you're defiant, if you don't agree, I'm not gonna force you into it. But you got to get the fuck out of the way.
I'm a little weirded out that you've talked about this army for so fucking long. Like at first I was like, oh, that's kind of a funny joke, but now I'm like, holy shit! Like
he thought about this.
This is why he doesn't have anyone at his house on his podcast because he's got little sticky notes all over the walls. And shit.
I'm just planning it out, dude.
His fucking fiance is like this submissive who's like, yes, Artie, you're so right. Yes, Artie.
Sticky notes with string going to here.
Did you fucking hear him earlier? He was like, yeah, you just admit that you're wrong. And I'm like, how have you been in a relationship for this long? I would kill you.
Fucking A.
Man.
He's just got post-it notes everywhere and right in the middle. It's like final solution? Question mark?
I mean, look at this story.
The only answer?
I mean, look at his vivid story about Momoa sucking your dick. I mean, it's like
he painted a pretty goddamn picture.
Very romantic.
And it was convincing. I was thinking about like,
I'm a romantic.
Although he left the candles out. If he had like a Yankee candle in there, it would have been on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. But he didn't want to force you into it.
If he showed up here right now, you would do it.
No.
Yes, you would.
Jason Momoa is considerate, dude. He didn't want to force you to do it.
Why would you force him to do it?
He eased you into it, man.
That would be rape.
I don't give a shit.
We don't condone face rape here.
You know what he does? He does.
You're strong enough.
He does the aroma. That it's not an open flame. He's more safe than that.
The oil.
He does the fake.
Oils?
He does the fake candles to give the.
That's stupid. If I go to your house, you better have some real fucking candles.
Yeah.
All right,
the glad spray.
We're gonna end because we just keep going on this fucking tangent. It's just nuts. My
Jason
lord.
Momoa's a considerate guy.
Yeah, Jason Momoa.
That's a good way.
Yeah, Jason Momoa, get ready to take a shot in the mouth, buddy. All right, Artie, thank you for coming on. You're the best. We'll be back next week.
All right.